Have you noticed your energy fading a little more each day? Maybe your body doesn't quite keep up like it used to, or intimacy feels more like a memory than a reality. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. And here's the encouraging part. It might not be just aging. It could be a simple nutrient imbalance, one that's both common and very fixable. Hi there, and welcome to Golden Health 365, where we share real practical advice for living well over 50. Today I'm going to walk you through 3 essential vitamins that every man over 60 should know about. These nutrients can help restore your energy, support healthy testosterone levels, and yes, even bring back the spark in your love life. Stick with me because later, I'll also share one critical mistake many men make with supplements and how to avoid it starting tonight. I'm Dr. Mohit Kaur, and for over 30 years, I've helped men navigate the ups and downs of aging with confidence and strength. Let's get into it. Before we dive in, please take a second to hit that subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you never miss another health tip designed specifically for men like you. And while you're here, go ahead and like this video. It helps us reach more people who need this message. Let's begin with the first and perhaps most underestimated vitamin for older men. 1. Vitamin D, the circulation spark plug. I'll never forget a man named Paul who came into my office one afternoon. He was 67, intelligent, kind, and clearly frustrated. "Doc," he said quietly, "I still want to be close to my wife, but my body just doesn't cooperate anymore." That conversation stuck with me, because Paul wasn't alone. I've heard similar words from hundreds of men over the years, good men, healthy men, strong men, all dealing with the same quiet issue, declining blood flow and energy. And often it begins with low vitamin D. Most people think of vitamin D as the sunshine vitamin or something to help with bones. But for men over 60, vitamin D plays a much bigger role. It helps open your blood vessels and improve circulation, sending oxygen-rich blood where your body needs it most. That includes your muscles, your brain, and yes, your sexual organs. Over 40% of older adults in the US are low in vitamin D. And when you're deficient, your body struggles to produce nitric oxide, a molecule that's essential for blood flow and physical performance. What does that mean in real life? Poor stamina, low energy, sluggish mornings, and a feeling that something's off. The fix is straightforward. Spend 15 to 20 minutes outside in the morning sunlight. Eat more vitamin D-rich foods like salmon, tuna, or fortified milk. Consider a high-quality vitamin D3 supplement that's the most effective form. I've seen men go from dragging through the day to feeling energized and reconnected, not just physically, but emotionally too. But vitamin D is just one part of the puzzle. Because blood flow alone isn't enough. Your body also needs the energy to move, respond, and perform. That brings us to the second key nutrient. 2. Vitamin B12, the energy generator. Let me introduce you to Robert, a 72-year-old retired firefighter and a proud grandfather. Despite sleeping well and eating regularly, he told me, "Doc, I feel like I'm running on fumes. I'm tired, foggy, and when it comes to intimacy, I just don't have it in me." What Robert was experiencing is something I see often: vitamin B12 deficiency. Vitamin B12 is essential for your body to convert food into usable energy. Without it, your entire system slows down, even if you're eating right and getting plenty of rest. B12 also helps your body form red blood cells. Those are the cells that carry oxygen to your brain, muscles, and vital organs. When B12 is low, oxygen delivery is poor. You might feel tired, mentally cloudy, or even a little detached from things that used to bring you joy. And here's something most people don't know. As we age, our ability to absorb B12 from food naturally declines. So even if you're eating meat, eggs, or dairy, you may still be missing out. Fortunately, the solution is simple. Look for a B12 supplement in the form of methylcobalamin. That's the version your body can actually absorb and use. In some cases, your doctor might recommend B12 injections for quicker results. When Robert corrected his deficiency, the change was striking. His mind sharpened, his energy returned, and his ability to be fully present with his wife, his grandkids, his hobbies, came back stronger than before. Now we've covered circulation and energy. But there's one more piece of the puzzle: hormonal support. That's where the third vitamin comes in, one that not only protects your heart and cells, but also plays a major role in testosterone production. 3. Vitamin E, the fertility defender. James was a 70-year-old retired pilot, fit, sharp, and proactive about his health. But he came to see me with a concern I've heard too many times: "Doc, I do everything right. I eat well, I stay active. But lately, I just don't feel like myself." James wasn't lacking willpower. He was missing vitamin E. Vitamin E is a powerful antioxidant, meaning it protects your body from the damage caused by aging, inflammation, and stress. And over time, that silent damage can take a toll on your blood vessels, your hormone levels, and your sense of vitality. When vitamin E is low, your blood vessels may become stiff and narrow. Circulation suffers. Testosterone levels can begin to drop. That doesn't just affect your performance. It affects your mood, your motivation, and your drive, things that many men assume are just part of getting older. But again, the fix is natural and easy. Snack on almonds or sunflower seeds. Add a bit of olive oil to your meals. Eat leafy greens like spinach or Swiss chard. And if needed, take a high-quality natural vitamin E supplement, ideally with mixed tocopherols, not just one type. James came back a few months later with a smile on his face. He said he felt clearer, more alive, and his words like the best version of myself again. That's the power of giving your body what it actually needs. But here's what's even more exciting. When these three vitamins are taken together and taken correctly, their effects multiply. In the next section, I'll explain how they work as a team to create what I call the vitality triangle. Stay tuned, and don't forget to comment below with where you're watching from. I love hearing from our community across the US and beyond. And if you're finding this video helpful so far, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. It means a lot. 4. Why these three vitamins work better together. Let me tell you about a man named Walter. He was 68, a retired high school coach with a sharp wit and a genuine love for staying active. When he first came to me, he had already started taking vitamin D. Then he added B12 because he'd been feeling a bit sluggish. Eventually, he included vitamin E after learning about its role in hormone health. But what really changed things for Walter wasn't any one of those vitamins, it was the combination of all three. I remember him coming into my office one afternoon with a huge grin on his face. "Doc," he said, "I feel like I've got a brand new engine." That's the power of synergy. These vitamins don't just work in isolation, they support and enhance each other. Vitamin D boosts circulation by helping your body produce nitric oxide. Vitamin B12 helps your body make healthy red blood cells, which carry oxygen through that newly opened up circulation. Vitamin E helps keep those blood vessels strong, reduces inflammation, and supports testosterone, the hormone that drives your energy, motivation, and intimacy. Think of it like this. Vitamin D gets the blood flowing. Vitamin B12 gives that blood oxygen-rich power. Vitamin E protects the highways and keeps your engine humming. I call this the vitality triangle: circulation, energy, and hormonal balance working in harmony. This is especially important as we age. Our bodies don't absorb nutrients as efficiently. Recovery takes longer. Hormonal shifts are more dramatic. And one missing piece can throw everything out of balance. But when all three vitamins are in place, your body begins to remember what it felt like to run smoothly. You wake up feeling more refreshed. Your mind feels sharper. You have more patience and presence with your spouse or your grandkids. And when it's time for intimacy, your body responds with confidence, not hesitation. Walter wasn't a rare case. I've seen the same transformation happen for men across the country, and often in a matter of weeks, not years. That said, most men don't see these results. And here's why: they're making one critical mistake that undermines everything they're trying to do. And it's probably not what you think. 5. The one mistake most men make. One morning, a thoughtful man named Gerald came into my office. He was 74, well-informed, and clearly taking his health seriously. He opened a grocery bag and laid out bottle after bottle of supplements on my desk. "Doc," he said, "I've been taking all of these for months. But I still feel tired. I'm foggy. And honestly, nothing's improving, especially not in the bedroom. I've seen this happen more times than I can count. Men with good intentions doing all the right things and still seeing little to no improvement. So what's the problem? Here's the truth: not all supplements are created equal. The biggest mistake men make, especially those of us over 60, is assuming that any supplement off the shelf will do the job. But the form, quality, and dosage of a vitamin matter more than most people realize. Let me break this down. Vitamin B12. Many cheap brands use a form called cyanocobalamin, which is harder for older adults to absorb. What your body really needs is methylcobalamin, the active form that's easier to absorb and use. Vitamin D. Look for D3, not D2. D3 is the more powerful and natural version that your body produces from sunlight. Vitamin E. Many generic supplements offer only one form of vitamin E, alpha-tocopherol, but your body thrives on a mix of tocopherols found in high-quality natural vitamin E products. Then there's the issue of consistency. Taking a supplement once or twice a week or whenever you remember won't give your body the steady support it needs to rebuild energy, improve circulation, or balance hormones. Your body thrives on rhythm, not randomness. When Gerald made the switch to higher quality vitamins and started taking them daily, not occasionally, the results came fast. Within weeks, he reported sleeping more soundly, feeling more alert, and in his words, feeling like a man again. And no, it wasn't because he tried harder. It's because he did it right. Now that you know what works and what to avoid, the next logical question is, how do I actually make this part of my day? Because we don't need more complexity in our lives. We need clarity and simplicity. And that's what we'll build together next. 6. Your daily vitality routine. One of the most common things I hear from older men is, "Doc, just tell me what to do each day. I don't need a dozen pills or fancy charts. I just want something that works." That's a question I not only understand, I respect it deeply. Because at this stage of life, most men aren't chasing fads. They want a steady, simple plan that helps them feel like themselves again without overhauling everything. Let me tell you about Frank, a 66-year-old former carpenter with a sharp sense of humor and a big heart. When he first came to me, he was struggling with poor sleep, low energy, and a quiet frustration around intimacy. We didn't give him a complicated plan. Instead, we built a small, powerful daily routine, and it changed everything. Here's what it looked like. Morning Frank started his day with a full glass of water and his methylcobalamin B12 supplement, taken alongside a protein-rich breakfast like eggs or Greek yogurt. After breakfast, he'd take a 15-minute walk outside, preferably in the sunlight, to help boost his body's natural vitamin D levels. On cloudy days or during the winter, he took a vitamin D3 supplement with breakfast. For lunch, he'd add a small handful of almonds or sunflower seeds or drizzle olive oil over his salad easy ways to get natural vitamin E into his day. And that was it. No extreme changes, no stress, just small, thoughtful steps. Within a few weeks, Frank had more energy to play with his grandkids. He said he felt more interested in being close with his wife, and maybe most important, he felt like himself again. Not a younger version, a stronger version. A man who had taken back control of his health, one choice at a time. And that's the message I want to leave you with in this part. You don't need to go back in time. You just need to support your body where it is now with the right nutrients and the right routine. You are still in control of your strength, your energy, your ability to connect and feel fully alive. In the final part of this video, we'll talk about what it really means to age with strength, confidence, and vitality, and how these daily choices help you reclaim your identity, not just your health. If this message is resonating with you, hit that like button and let us know. And we'd love to hear from you in the comments what part of this routine would be easiest for you to start today. 7. The message every man over 60 needs to hear. If you've made it this far, I want to speak to you not just as a doctor, but as someone who's had the honor of sitting across from thousands of men over the past 30 years. Men who've worked hard, provided for their families, and built a life they can be proud of, but who now find themselves quietly wondering, why doesn't my body feel like it used to? Let me tell you this plainly and with all sincerity, that question is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign that you're still in the game, still searching, still fighting to live fully and feel strong. And that's something I deeply respect. Too often, society tells older men to accept decline as inevitable. But the truth is, you have more control than you think. We've talked today about 3 critical vitamins. Vitamin D, the circulation spark plug, helping restore blood flow and oxygen delivery throughout your body. Vitamin B12, the energy generator fueling your stamina, your focus, and your physical power. Vitamin E, the fertility defender, protecting your cells, balancing testosterone, and supporting healthy intimacy. But what matters most isn't just knowing these names. It's what happens when you build them into your life, with consistency, with purpose, and with confidence. These nutrients don't just support physical health. They support your identity, your confidence as a man, your presence in your relationships, your sense of purpose when you wake up in the morning. I've had the privilege of watching countless men who thought their best days were behind them find their second wind. Not because of some magic pill, but because they said yes to supporting their body the way it needed to be supported. That kind of change is available to you too. 8. What happens when you start today? So what does it look like when you say yes to this approach, when you start giving your body what it's been quietly asking for? Here's what I've seen over and over. Men who were exhausted by 2 p.m. start finishing full days with energy to spare. Husbands who felt emotionally distant begin reconnecting with their partners, not just in the bedroom, but in laughter, in conversation, in life. Grandfathers who couldn't keep up with the kids start throwing footballs again, walking to the park, or just being fully present in those precious moments. This isn't about becoming someone else. It's about becoming yourself again, maybe for the first time in years. Because when your body is nourished, when your hormones are balanced, and your blood is flowing properly, you start to show up differently in every part of your life. You feel awake. You feel capable. You feel like you're not just getting older, you're aging with purpose. And that's the real goal. Not perfection. Not pretending you're 25 again. Just feeling strong, steady, and connected to who you are. And here's the great news. You don't need to turn your life upside down. You don't need a dozen prescriptions. You just need a daily foundation, the right forms of these vitamins taken consistently paired with simple lifestyle choices, like walking, eating well, and staying engaged. It's not about chasing youth. It's about honoring the man you've become and giving him the tools to keep living well. 9. What's next? Your call to action. Now you have a choice. You can close this video, nod your head, and say, "That was interesting." Or you can take action. You can go to your kitchen, take a look at your current supplements, and ask, "Am I using the right form? Am I taking them regularly? Am I eating foods that support this effort? Do I have a routine I can stick to?" If the answer to any of those is no or not sure, then this is your moment. Because nothing changes unless you do. And thankfully, this change is simple and empowering. You don't need to wait months to see results. Most men who follow this plan start noticing better sleep, more mental clarity, improved energy, a return of confidence. And that's just the beginning. So here's what you can do right now to take the next step. Hit the like button if this message encouraged or informed you. That helps us reach more men like you. Subscribe to Golden Health 365. This channel is here to guide you through every step of healthy aging. Comment below. Tell us what's one thing from today's video that resonated with you, or share a health question you'd like us to cover in a future video. Share this video with a friend, brother, or anyone you care about who might need this reminder. And if you feel moved to go one step further, consider making a small donation to support this channel. Every bit helps us create better, deeper, more helpful content for men over 60. You're not just watching, you're becoming part of a growing community committed to health, strength, and aging well. 10. A moment to reflect. I want to leave you with this final thought. If you've ever wondered, is it too late for me to feel strong again? Is intimacy behind me now? Have my best years passed? Let me be very clear, it is not too late. Not even close. You are not finished. You are not broken. You are not beyond help. You still have time to feel stronger, to love deeper, and to live with renewed energy and purpose. You've already taken the first step by watching this far. That tells me you're ready for more. In the final part of this video, we'll tie everything together. I'll walk you through how to keep your momentum going, how to avoid common pitfalls, and how to approach each day with confidence, clarity, and care. 11. Putting it all together. Your action plan for strength and vitality. Let's take a deep breath here because you've just learned a lot. We've walked through the 3 key vitamins that support energy, blood flow, and hormonal balance in men over 60. We've talked about how they work better together, how to take them correctly, and how to build a routine that fits naturally into your life. Now it's time to bring it all home. Here's your simple, repeatable action plan for feeling stronger, clearer, and more connected every day. Start your morning with intention. Take your vitamin B12 supplement, ideally in the methylcobalamin form, with a protein-rich breakfast and a glass of water. This kicks off your energy production for the day. Get sunlight or take D3. Spend 15 to 20 minutes outside in the morning sun if possible. If not, especially in winter months, take a high-quality vitamin D3 supplement with food. This helps improve blood flow and oxygen delivery. Add vitamin E-rich foods. Enjoy a small handful of almonds or sunflower seeds. Add olive oil to your salad. Include leafy greens with lunch or dinner. These foods support testosterone and protect your blood vessels. Keep it consistent. The key to long-term results is daily rhythm. Taking your vitamins sporadically won't get you far, but taking them regularly as part of your routine will. Track how you feel. Within a few weeks, many men report more consistent energy, sharper mental clarity, improved stamina, a restored sense of masculinity and confidence. You don't need to chase perfection, just progress. Small steps each day repeated with care can lead to remarkable change. 12. The road ahead. Aging with strength and dignity. At Golden Health 365, we believe aging should not be a decline, it should be an evolution. You've earned your years, and with the right support, those years can be powerful, joyful, and deeply fulfilling. I've seen men in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s take back control of their health, not because they chased the latest trend, but because they focused on the basics done well. So I'll leave you with this. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to feel 25 again. You just need to give your body what it needs every day and trust that progress will follow. This isn't about turning back the clock. It's about showing up fully for the life that's still ahead of you. You are not alone on this path. We're here with you. And thousands of other men are walking this same road, reclaiming energy, confidence, and vitality with each passing day. 13. Final thoughts and invitation to engage. If this video spoke to you, if it gave you something helpful or hopeful, please do 3 things before you go. Click like. It helps us reach more men who need this message. Subscribe to Golden Health 365, so you never miss practical science-backed health advice tailored for men over 60. Comment below. Share what stood out to you most. What are you planning to change, or simply tell us where you're tuning in from? I personally read each one, and if you know someone, a friend, a brother, a father who might benefit from this information, please share this video with them. You never know how far one message can travel. Finally, if you'd like to help us continue creating content that supports the dignity and strength of older men, consider making a small donation to the channel. Every bit helps us bring better resources to this incredible community. Until next time, take care of yourself, stay curious, stay consistent, and remember, it is never too late to feel strong again. I'm Dr. Mohit Kaur, and I'll see you in the next video.